Hey, what's going on, everybody? Before we get started, I'm your niche coach, Alicia Lester, and I need you to click subscribe. Y'all thought I was going to say something else. I did not. Click subscribe. I'm your niche coach. We know what it is. I need you guys to click so that way you can get the notifications for all this goodness that I got coming your way. I got a whole lot to say. I do. I have a lot to say, a lot to talk about. Today, on Get Your Shit Together, we are going to talk about all the times you ask God for all these blessings, all for y'all not to listen. You see, I had to scratch my head on that. No, I'm just playing, my wig was itching. But I need you guys to get this thing. You ask God to elevate you. And then when he does it, because it doesn't look the way that you want it to look, shall y'all go back to doing the same old thing y'all was doing at first? That's not how it works. Listen, let me give you some examples. Lord, please remove all the fake people from my life. You and your favorite cousin fall out. Her fault, not yours. You and your baby daddy fall out. His fault, not yours. You get laid off from your job. Something that has absolutely nothing to do with you. They fault, not yours. Your new boyfriend start cutting up. Things ain't right. You got a whole nother family, whole nother life. His fault, not yours. What else? You went to go get this car or this vehicle and it was way above your means and you knew good and well you ain't had no money to pay for it. They fault. Well, no, kind of your fault, but you get what I'm saying. You asked him to elevate you. And you asked him to remove certain things out of your life. When you start to see things start to slip away, now you're grabbing at them. Now you want them back. Sit back and ask yourself, well, did I do anything for her to stop talking to me? Well, did I do anything for him to mistreat me? Well, did I do anything for, you know what I'm saying? Start asking yourself, like, self, what did I do? Self didn't do anything. Self said self wanted elevation. God listened. He started removing some things, making room, clearing out space for the new things that was coming into your life. But you are so used to the old mistreatment that you got nervous and you got scared. So now you chasing him, you calling and you going back and forth and you beefing with her. You're doing all these things. You went and picked up that car that you wasn't even supposed to get because you couldn't afford it. You know what I'm saying? Cut it out. Stop doing that. You are setting yourself up for failure when that happens all the time. Don't question why people fall out of your life when you know you haven't done anything wrong. Listen to me. I promise you, and I mean that from my heart. It could be friends, it could be family, it could be whoever. These people were not just designated to be in your life. Like, they don't just have to be in your life. You're not the only damn cousin, but you mad that you weren't invited to the cousin cookout. But at the same time, you get tired of being the topic of discussion when all the cousins leave. Cut it out. Allow him to elevate you. You said that you no longer wanted to be on Section 8 anymore. That's what you said, because I heard you. You said you didn't want to be on Section 8 anymore. So the Lord came and blessed you with a job that was going to take you up higher, that will exceed the income guidelines. You quit the job. You didn't even quit the job. You didn't even pursue the job at all. You didn't call them people back. You didn't email them. You didn't give them what they asked for in that interview. You didn't do none of that. And you didn't do any of that because you got scared. You got scared off of something that you asked for. Stop playing. Child, because there's some of us that's in line that's asking him for things, but he's too busy tied up because you over there playing. Stop doing that. If you want him to elevate you, be prepared for what comes your way, because if you ask him and it is clear that you received it, you have to know he's going to do what he needs to do to make sure you can keep it. You got to know that. Child, that's like 1 + 1. You got to know it's 2. You have to know that. I don't understand why you would sabotage yourself. Stop doing that. You said you wanted a higher paying position. Well, something happened to where you were able to go back to school. You don't want to go back to school though. That ain't what you want to do. Oh, you just want him to give it to you? Nope. That's not how it always works. Sometimes people just put you in the position so you can elevate yourself. But you missed it. Child, you missed your shout because you was too busy saying what you was and what you wasn't going to do. Well, he ain't either because he said what he was and what he wasn't going to do. So you got to pay attention to these things. You got to pay attention. A lot of, it's simple math, guys. It's simple math. I promise you it is. It's simple, simple math. Listen, have faith, be obedient. Simple math. Simple, simple, simple. It sounds simple, doesn't it? It's not always simple. And I know that it's not. But I want you to become more aware of the goodness for your life. If you know you didn't do anything to anybody, why are you beefing and going back and forth and trying to explain yourself to people that want you to be wrong? No matter what you say, it'll never be right because the friendship is one-sided. Stop trying to hold on to these people that don't mean you any good. Sometimes you wasn't invited because you was going to be discussed when you got there. It's okay. You mad because you didn't get the chance to go. Don't get mad because you didn't get a chance to go. It's all right because I promise you, if everything work out the way it's supposed to, honey, you will have a circle of people that appreciate your presence. You will have a circle of people that are seeking you and all your goodness that you have to bring to the table. But you are going to let it pass you by because you're too busy trying to run over here and see what these heifers is doing. Stop. Stop it. Stop it. Don't say that you want all these good things to happen. I want to be loved correctly. I want to be loved properly. But you still keep going down the same back alley to find the same little alley rat. Stop doing that. When you got this good one that's standing right in your face, but because he doesn't fit the criteria that you had for your life, or because he doesn't fit the, whatever you had drew up in your head. Child, please. I promise you that's not what you want. Because that headache that you keep running after, he fine to you just like he fine to everybody else. And the hard part about it is because he know he is fine on both ends. So now he is fine ass and found himself somewhere else. And now you sitting back looking crazy. Stop doing that. If you want to be loved correctly, put yourself in a position to be loved correctly. Allow the right people into your life. Allow the right relationships to start to take place in your life. Everybody knows when they're being mistreated. Some of you just keep staying and holding on, thinking that it's going to get better. It's not, because that person don't really want you. I've never mistreated someone or something that I wanted. Okay? Something that I worked hard for, something that I put all my time in, all of my appreciation into, all of my love into, I never mistreated it. But something that was probably just given to me, something that I stole or something that I, just borrowed or whatever. You don't put your all into it. You know why? Because it wasn't yours to do all that with. Or because it simply just wasn't, you didn't feel it. When it's something that you love and it's something that you want, it's a feeling that you get. He don't have that feeling for you, okay? She don't have that feeling for you. Yet and still, because she's so fine, her ass is big, or because he looks like one of the little Instagram dudes, you just find yourself in a little hamster wheel with the rest of them. And what he wants is not even you. Or what she wants is not even you. Stop selling yourself short. Get out here and find what it is what's for you. Get out here and put yourself in a position where someone can see all of who you are. Okay? People deserve to see your goodness too. You so busy shining the light on this person, you forgot that you was glowing over here by yourself. It's okay. It's all right. Do what you got to do to make sure that you are happy and taking the steps that you need to take toward bettering yourself. Do that. But God, please stop asking for something. And as soon as you get it, you take advantage of it, or you mistreat it, or you simply don't, take the steps. Do what you need to do to be better. So if that better job is coming your way, I'm sorry. So then this is what you do. You say, excuse me, Section 8 people, I would like to cancel my contract with you guys, or however it works, whatever it is I'm supposed to do. And I would like to leave on a good note. I have been given the opportunity to take on an even better position, which will exceed the income guidelines. But I would like to know that if I leave you guys in good standing, will it be okay if I was to return, just in case this thing didn't work out? But I have to, for me and for my family, I have to take this chance on bettering myself. That get me excited, just that right there. Because that lets me know that no, you're not naive and you're not crazy. Things may happen. However, I'm willing to take a chance. I'm willing to bet on me that I can make this thing happen and that I can pay the rent. And you don't have to come up in here and tell me who could be here and who shit can stay and who's got to go and what screen is broke and what screen ain't this and this. I've baby been there. I've been there and I know. I've been there and I know. I asked the Lord to allow me to elevate so high that I never had to go back to them. However, if I did, I could with no problem. I was probably 19 when I signed up. I was 20 when they kicked me. Well, they didn't kick me off, but 20 when I canceled the contract with them. I'm 40. So when I tell you that God has carried me, honey, he has carried me, and I mean it. I haven't had to look back on him. Did I struggle here? Yeah, I struggled. I did. But it was something about somebody telling me who could and could not be in my house that was a problem for me. I'm not finna gather up nobody's shit and put it in a closet or put it to the side because for 22 minutes somebody finna walk through my house like they own it. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that at all, honey. If the back door screen is coming off, that's okay. That's okay. I'll fix it later. But not because you said right now or else. And that's what I didn't want. I no longer wanted someone to be able to tell me what I could and could not do. So those few 6-7 months that they allowed me, I'm thankful for it. I'm so thankful for it. But I knew that that wasn't my ministry, honey. I knew that that wasn't something that was for me. I knew it wasn't because I like my personal space. I like my freedom. And I just have a problem with you saying, and I'm scrambling around for stuff. That's a problem for me. So I knew I did not want that for my life. So when the Lord had elevated me to receive a position doing hair where I could make way more than I needed, way more than would allow me to stay on this particular program, honey, I was gone. I called that landlord and I said, listen, I know that you wanted that guaranteed money and I can't even act like I'm going to give it to you every day, every month at the same time. But if you work with me just a little bit, you won't regret it. Me and that landlord had a perfect relationship all the way up until that man passed away. And I mean that because he knew that I was taking a step toward bettering my family and bettering my life. So he didn't treat me like I was on Section 8. He came and fixed shit like he was supposed to because I conducted myself as a good tenant, honey, and not just a recipient of this stipend or of this program. We didn't do that. I just didn't do that. And I want you all to do the same exact thing. Take those steps toward doing what you need to do. If you need that crutch, then you tell yourself, I'm giving myself 6 months to a year. After that, I'm done. After that, I'm done. I'm doing what I need to do. That means go back to school, obtain the degree, do whatever you got to do whatever it is that you have to do to elevate yourself, better career, better job, better pay, all of that. If it's your own business, that's fine. You know what I'm saying? But do what you have to do to get there. That way, they can't, and now you scrambling around. Don't do that. Don't do that. And that's what I want for you. Same thing when it comes to stamps and all that. Same exact thing. Child, if you could feed one, you could feed two. If you could feed two, you could feed three. You make it happen, you figure it out, and you shop smarter and not harder. I'm sorry, everybody can't have crab legs. Child, I ain't get crab till I was old enough to buy it myself. Okay? So you get kids what kids eat, and adults, you can do whatever it is that you want to do, however you eat. It don't even matter to me, child. It don't even matter. I don't care where I get at in my life, honey. A pack of beef noodles will always suffice. That's just me, though. I'm a little different. That is just me. I could eat whatever I want, or I can eat what I want. Period. But everybody in my circle is going to eat. And it won't be because I'm sitting here waiting for somebody to drop some shit on a card or on a whatever. Not because I'm waiting on it. If I go buy it, that's my business. But if I'm sitting here and I'm waiting on it, that's a problem. Because that means you control me. That means you control when me and my kids eat. That means you control how my day going. Oh, no. Tell yourself, 6 months to a year, I'm off of this thing. And I'm working, I'm doing what I got to do. And if my cousin gonna let me get hers, all right, we'll talk about that on another page. But other than that, do what you got to do to get where you need to be. Because people will always keep you here. You will never in life, I mean, even from the time I was younger, you would never get me on no kind of social media bragging about receiving any kind of assistance from our state. Never. You know why? Because that's what they want. That is what they want. They want us to continue to stay here so they can always be there. And then when they get into a group of their own friends, they talk about us down here. And when they see us out in stores, they talk about us down here. You know what I'm saying? That's it. Honey, I had bought so much food one time at Walmart. I laughed so hard. I bought so much food. The lady behind me, she was looking. I know she was waiting, honey, for me to pull up that good EBT card. Child, I hit with that debit card, and she was like, she had to readjust herself. Readjust yourself, honey. Readjust yourself, because I work hard every single day. I work hard just like you do. I don't even know. You might have one also. I don't even know. I don't know. But what I'm telling you is, honey, I work hard every single day. And can't nobody determine when I'm going to eat or when my kids is going to eat. And I mean that. So I just want you guys to know that you are more than worth it. You are more than capable. You are more than, you're more than enough. You are absolutely more than enough. That's it. That's it, and that's all. You are more than enough. So don't allow somebody to be able to dictate what you do with your life. When you ask him to elevate you, you be prepared for that elevation. Don't be running scared. Don't do that. I want you to make every decision that you make that shit while you are afraid. Okay? Do it afraid, because then at least I know you'll do it. When you are scared, make it happen. Because if you have time to sit back and think about it, you'll get to thinking too much, and now you done thunk yourself out of it. That's not what I want you to do. I want you to be able to maintain. I want you to be, I'm not saying that it's going to be easy. It's not going to be easy. The shit going to be hard, honey. The video before this one, didn't I tell you I was cashing in coins? That's okay. That's okay. Because I ain't no more. And I don't foresee myself having to go back to it. But just in case I have to, I always keep a can of coins somewhere near. You hear me? So allow him to elevate you. Whoever you pray to, whoever's doing the elevating, whatever, insert it. Say it for yourself. It don't matter to me. I'm telling you about what God does for me. Whoever is elevating you, listen to me. Jump on that thing and don't let go. When I say hold on tight, because it's going to take you for a ride. It is. Because, it's a sink or swim type of situation. Tell yourself that you want to swim. Tell yourself that you are going to make it and that you are going to stay above water and you're going to make this thing happen, okay? And I want you to swim and meet all your goals and knock that shit down. And don't let nobody tell you what they can and cannot do. Don't let nobody tell you, when you going to eat and when you going to sleep and when you going to make that shit happen for yourself. Give yourself a timeline. I never say jump off of it and you don't have a plan. If you have a plan, that's what you got to get first. You get that plan first. I didn't go to the Section 8 people before I went to my landlord. I ain't crazy. I went to that landlord first to see if the decision was going to be cool or did I need to find a whole new place to stay. I talked to him. He said, make it happen. I ran on down the street to them and I said, bye-bye. But if I need to come back, is there something I can sign or that you can put down saying that I left in good standing? And that lady said, yes, you can. I never needed them again. I just hope that my space allowed for some other young lady to be able to do the same exact thing or some other family to be able to do the same exact thing. That's all I wanted. That's it. So if I can be a blessing to somebody else, let me bless somebody else. I ain't going to stand in the way, honey. I ain't going to hold up these good rooms and this good voucher if I know somebody else can benefit from it. And that's just what it was, So again, don't make me better. Half of y'all been in the same goddamn shoes that y'all was in. Half of y'all, you know what I'm saying, that we was there together. My thing is, when you ask God to elevate you, be ready for the change. Be ready for the change that you want to see, because it's going to happen and it's going to get real uncomfortable. Oh, it's going to get real uncomfortable. That just means that he's moving, and that means that it's working when it's uncomfortable. Because I didn't know what I was going to do when that first month came around. I didn't know if the landlord was going to renege on our agreement. I didn't know what was going to happen. It was real uncomfortable. But when I tell you, them clients started booking up that book and that money started rolling in, and I was booked and busy. I was so damn booked and busy, I could have paid somebody else's rent, including my own, because I trusted him and I put my faith in him, because I knew that once I let go, I was out there. I was gone. I was out there. Although I signed the paper and I said, you know what I'm saying, if I can come back on good terms, I had to give it my best shot. I gave it my best shot. 20 years later, child, I'm still shooting my shot. Do you hear me? 20 years later, I'm still out here shooting. So that is what I want for y'all. I'm not going to hold you up too much longer. I appreciate you. Click subscribe. I ain't forget. Go ahead and click subscribe so y'all can keep on getting all of this. I appreciate you. Hit me up on social media. I'm in Facebook jail right now, but whatever. Hit me up, Niche Coach on Facebook, or Alicia Lester Brima on Facebook, Instagram, Niche Coach, author Alicia Lester. You can go to my website, niche-coach.com. You can always email me at mynichecoach@gmail.com. Just hit me up, honey. Jump in my inbox and tell me some good things. Tell me some things that you would like me to talk about, you want me to discuss, because I got more. I got so much more. I'm coming out with my third book. It's called Get Your Shit Together, and I just really want y'all to get it. I really, really want y'all to get it. Y'all, I can't live your life for you, but I can, I can definitely coach the 3 P's out of you. I can coach the professional, the person, and the parent. And those are the things that I want us to always touch on and get it together, because we need it. Some of us ain't parents, so let me coach the person. Some of us, maybe you're a professional in your own right. So whatever it is, you don't have to have your own business to be professional. So I don't want you to get that confused with, maybe I'm only coaching people as far as their own personal business and things like that, or their own small business. No, child, I go in, I talk to board members and all that kind of stuff, but I also talk to people one-on-one about how to be a better employee for the job that they currently have, or for the job that they would like to have. Ain't no limits. 3 P's: person, professional, and a parent. Let me help you make this thing happen. I appreciate you guys. You can always click on my website for any of my services. Call for pricing, and I only say that because everybody's individual needs is different. So maybe we can build you a platform, or guess what? You might not even need me at all. Sometimes I can just talk to you enough to light that fire up underneath your ass, and now you done got your shit together, and now you're doing your own thing. And all I ask you to do is just go and help somebody else. That's all you have to do. That's it. It's just as simple as that. When people say, Alicia, how can I ever repay you? Child, go and bless somebody else. That's all you got to do. I appreciate you all. I thank you. In the meantime, continue to get your shit together, and so will I.